this is the avivTarot channel. I need to get used to saying this because it sounds a little bit of the jumbly. But yeah, I'm gonna blame it on Mercury retrograde or whatever, but I actually don't really believe that. Although it's really interesting, if anyone noticed, that today Facebook, Instagram were both down. Like the whole website, I couldn't upload anything until like 8 o'clock at night or something like that. And so if you follow me on Instagram, you would notice that I did not post an energy draw today because I couldn't. And instead, I feel like it is the universe's way of telling me I need to do a YouTube channel instead. And so this is why this is going to be, today is my very first YouTube channel video for this channel. Does that make sense? My very first YouTube video for the channel. There you go. And I feel like it's kind of fitting. Why? Because if you follow me again on Instagram, yesterday I actually picked out a card, and the card is number 13 from the Whispers of Love Oracle, and it says miracles and blessings. That's what the card says, and it's number 13, and it just reminds me of the numbers I've been seeing a lot for the past 6 months. I swear. I mean, I've seen like 1155 as well, and the 555, 444, you know, those as well. However, the numbers I've been seeing the most, I swear, like the most is, I've seen a few times 1111, you know, that kind of thing too, or 333, but the combination of 1 and 3, I just keep seeing it, like 1133 or 113, 1113. I don't know, just 1 and 3s, really. And again, I was saying I also saw a lot of 1111 and then the 333 as well by itself. But I mean, out of all of the repeating numbers, the 1s and the 3s I've seen the most. And I try to put this on Instagram, and that's when I know I couldn't upload anything on Instagram today, is because this morning when I was debating if I wanted to send this text to this person that I wanted to send, and I was like, should I do it, should I not do it? And I actually ended up just sending it, but right after I sent it, I was like, because I couldn't find my cards, and I was like, oh, so it's like it's telling me not to like, for such a little thing, not to use like the cards to do, like, should I do it or not, right? And so I sent the text first, and then I realized where I put the cards, and it's actually like because I'm learning the lenormand card. It's so hard to say the lenormand, because I say lenormand, but I guess it's not how you say it, because it's supposed to be French, right? Lenormand. Okay, anyways. And the 2 cards, and I promise, and I was shuffling, and I closed my eyes, and I just kind of do this, and I picked out 2 cards, and the first card was number 33, if you could see it, and the second card is 11. Isn't that crazy? 3311. And when I was so I can do it in, because I didn't have time this morning to do it, to upload it and stuff like that. So when I was trying to upload it, and the time was 1:33. So yeah, so crazy. So enough of me just rambling on. So I will be shifting it to the pick a card. And since it's the first video and I was debating what kind of questions I should do, I decided that for the very first video, it would just be a general message. However, depending on which deck you're choosing, it will be a specific message for an area that you should, that there's an advice for. So I don't want to tell you what those are, just because, so it'll be 4 piles, and you'll find out what those categories are once you do your pick a card pile. And the deck that I used are the Secrets of Tarot. I didn't really want to, this is not my favorite deck. However, it is the closest, the pictures are the closest to the Rider-Waite, so I decided to use this as the basis of the reading. And then I used the Guardian Angel to clarify any messages, or to see if there are any advice for the piles, the group. And then I figure, why don't we do an angel answers, because maybe it'll tell you when it's gonna happen, that kind of thing. And so I did use this one, and and also used this, the Romance Angels. And so now you can head on to, or let's head on to the piles. Okay, so I left the timestamp in the description box below, and so now you can, you're welcome to watch all of the video, but you can also fast forward to the number that you picked. So let's start with number 1 pile, the first pile. So if you picked number 1, your pile is actually about love, and the Chariot came out in reverse, the Guardian of Thought. Let's do this. Guardian of Thought, and since it is a love pile, a love reading, I actually picked out a Romance Angel Oracle, and then I had to do a clarifier because the first card came out as a no, so I picked out a second card. So, about your love reading, or pile one people, maybe you are having a little bit of, I don't know, maybe problem with your love life. Why do I say that? Because the first card that came out is this Chariot card. However, it came out in reverse. Not that reversals are bad, but the Chariot is a card that shows forward motion. And so since it's in reverse, it's showing a little bit stagnant or things not moving forward as you think. And also, as you can see, it's with the Sphinx. Usually some other decks, sometimes these two Sphinx are looking at different directions, and you're supposed to, you know, figure out which way you want to go, that kind of thing. So obviously when it's coming out in reverse, it still has that same kind of meaning, but it's gonna take a little bit longer than usual. And as in regarding to love, here is I mean, since this is general reading, there could be lots of situations going on. So if you are expecting a new relationship to come, like a crush or some kind of, or just you don't even have a crush, you're single and you want to have somebody, you know, you're looking to have somebody come into your life. Most of the people that came into your life are a little bit more assertive than you are, or that kind of thing, and they would actually actively pursue you. However, because it's in reverse, those aren't the people that you're looking for that's coming to pursue you, and they might be too assertive to for you, or just something doesn't feel right for you. And or if you are in a relationship right now, you might be feeling a little bit of you know, that maybe your partner, boyfriend or girlfriend, is not really understanding you, and so whatever that you know, the things that you want, they're not fulfilling it, and you feel like, you know, maybe you want to just give it up, like the relationship and stuff like that, but you feel you don't know if that's the right choice. You're still thinking about it, and you feel like you've invested too much into the relationship already, that, you know, you don't feel, you don't want to give it up just yet. That as well. Or another situation could be that maybe you are arguing with your loved ones, and you don't know, or there could be some kind of, you know, whatever the problem is, you want to, there's probably two sides, you know, you're arguing about something, and then you're trying to please both sides, and if you do that, things, whatever you're arguing about, will become even worse. So you have to make a choice. Making a choice is, you know, you could probably, well, see, this card came out, so and I feel like the no is actually talking about, you know, if you're making a choice or whatever, don't do it by yourself. You need to ask for help. You need somebody. Here, this is the Guardian of Thought, and in this deck, the Guardian of Thought is actually the King of Sword, which is, he's a king. So he is very thoughtful, very logical, and you know, very, like, as this card says, they're brilliant with their words, and they're very smart, and is like almost like a mentor, right? And so you need to ask for help. Ask other people, you know, somebody who is very logical, very thoughtful, that could see things from both sides, and, you know, kind of maybe a mediator or some sort, and seeking their help to help you with the situation. And if you are looking to see if you can get back with an ex, it is not a good idea because, as you know, obviously he's your ex for a reason. He may seem like he's all good and whatever, you know, he fixed himself up or whatever, but you know, people don't change, at least not that easily. And so you don't know when those habits or things that you hate about your ex is gonna come back. You don't know, like they might be so good to you now or whatever, and you might be blinded by that at the moment. But it's not a good choice if you're thinking about getting back with them, or if they propose about getting back with you. And you should seek for help. Listen to other people who your best friend or whatever, and see what they say, because, or their best, your ex's good friend or whatever, you know, they to see if that is a good idea or not. And don't forget that you deserve love. So if, you know, whether you're looking for somebody new and whoever's coming into you might not be so good, they might be too strong, too aggressive, just something that if you feel off, you know, consult with somebody. And just remember that you deserve love and you don't need to compromise anything less. So that's that. And if it resonates with you, please leave a comment. Leave your comments below so that I know, you know, so I could improve as well, and see how that works. And if you want some, you know, more detailed reading, you can always email me. I don't really have a price right now, and so just for donation, you know, because not a good luck to just give out readings for free, but that's why I don't really want to set a price, but a donation of whatever for a reading I would totally take. And so if you like the video or your reading, don't forget to share, like, or subscribe. And I will see you next time. So if you picked pile number 2, your reading is actually about work. And the card is Magician. And I actually picked out this card first, Don't Stop. And then I was like, what else do I need? I just need 2 cards because they're so awesome. They're awesome cards. I mean, this one is upright and everything. And so I didn't feel like I needed to draw a 3rd card or anything. But then, you know, I figure just to confirm whatever you're manifesting is a good thing. And look what we got. The Sun. In the traditional Rider-Waite card, this card, 19, is the Sun card. And the Sun card, positive recognition. I mean, work, positive recognition. I mean, that's crazy, right? And also, if you noticed, 19, if you add it up, it's 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. And there's the 1. And 1 plus 1, pile number 2. I don't know, maybe I'm making it up. So, whatever you're manifesting, the Magician, if you look at this card, it has all of the things that you need. You have already. You have the cup. You have the pentacle. You have the sword. You have the wand. You have everything that you need to make whatever things that you want to do work. And then there's the infinity sign, so infinite possibility. And then one hand is pointing up, one hand's pointing down. And, you know, this one is holding like a wand or like a drumstick or something, I don't know, pointing it up. But if you look at his hand down here, he's not just, you know, putting his hand out like that. He's actually pointing at something. And I feel like you know what you want to do. You know, when you're pointing at something, you have a clear idea, or you're clearly pointing at something, right? You're not just like randomly, I don't know, spreading your hands out or something. But if you're pointing at something. You know where you want to go, you know what you want to do, that kind of thing. And if you do, this card just confirms that you need to make that work. You need to make that thing happen, because it's gonna work out great. You're gonna be successful. And see, look at this card. It says, don't stop. Don't stop. And so if you have, you know, you're starting a new project, a new whatever, if you're looking for a new job, you have everything that you need. You just have to grab onto that opportunity and then just go ahead and make it work, because you will be successful. And but however, if you are at, you know, you're not looking for a new job or starting a new project, you are at your old job or, you know, whatever, and there are some problems, and you have all of the tools to solve that problem, and the problem will be resolved for sure. And maybe you can also think about collaborating with somebody new and make that thing, you know, work that thing out. Because whoever is new will bring you some new ideas and new thinking, a new way of solving that problem. So that might work as well. Or if you're looking for, you know, something in like an interpersonal relation, like an office politics, whatever, what it means is that you need to communicate. You need to communicate with other people. You need to, whatever you need right now is people to help you. And that will help with moving things along as well. And if you're looking at, you know, if you're asking about, you know, whatever your current job, if you should stay at your current job or not, you should, because there are a lot of possibilities, infinite possibilities at this place that you haven't explored yet. And stay put will increase, like you will discover things that you can still do at your current job. And maybe they'll hand you a new project or new something that will make you very excited, and you're totally capable of completing that project and moving forward with like a promotion or something like that. So I mean, don't stop. Whatever you're thinking about of doing, don't stop. And positive recognition. So your plans and everything, it will work. And if you have a brilliant idea right now, don't just think about it. Make it happen, because you're surrounded by trustworthy people, by, you know, great opportunities, and you just have to present them to people, and you will get help, and they will help you with whatever, and it will be successful. So that is your reading for pile number 2. I will see you next time. Actually, before I do that, if this resonates with you, don't forget to, you know, like, share, subscribe, and also leave a comment below and let me know how accurate or inaccurate. If it's inaccurate, please be kind, you know, when you're leaving messages. Just be factual, I guess. Because, you know, sometimes we hide behind the screen and just thinking, you know, nobody would know us and just type really mean stuff, but it's unnecessary, right? So, other than that, I will see you next time. All right, pile number 3. Your reading is about finance. I couldn't think of the word when I was writing this card, and I just put money, but you know what I mean. It's finance. So your card is the Knight of Wands in reverse, and then got a clarifier, which is embrace those around you, and it's the Hierophant card, and be assertive is your advice. So it's about your financial situation right now, and well, the Knight of Wands as a person is very passionate, moving very, very fast. They do things out of their passion for something, and they're very fast moving, that kind of thing. Very action oriented. However, now it's reversed, so you might be a little bit impetuous, you know, a little bit maybe over passionate, and you might be spending, because this is about money and finance, you might be spending a little bit too much money, just compulsively, or what is that word? Just like you just feel like oh my God, I love this thing, and you just want to get it, and you go and get it, and you might regret it afterwards. So I guess make sure that you should, if you do that, and if it's about shopping, then maybe read their return policy just in case you regret it. But that could be that, and something about, you know, you might be having a little bit, and if you have debts already, don't buy things, you know, pay off your credit card. Don't use your credit card so much if you don't have enough money in your bank to pay off the balance. So since it's about money, and I mean, if you don't know what's going on with your money, you better take a look at it. Hire somebody, talk to a financial advisor, talk to somebody who is really good at figuring out, you know, money and investments or that kind of thing. And, you know, right now is March, it's tax season. So maybe you didn't realize that you have to pay some, you know, taxes that's overdue or something, or, you know, self-employed people, they sometimes have to pay taxes at the end of the year, you know, when you file taxes. And if you didn't do it through, you know, quarterly or whatever, now you have a lump sum that you have to give to the government. How nice. And so there is a little bit, you might be feeling a little bit, you know, tight with your money. Just watch out. And if there's any investment that you want to do, or especially if your friends are telling you about things like, oh my God, you need to invest in this thing, or this is going to be so beneficial to you, you're going to make so much money out of this thing, because I made money out of it. Don't do it. Do some homework. Think about it. Sleep on it. And, you know, just really think about it for a moment. And especially now, right now, is Mercury retrograde, or Is that what it is? Yeah. Your mind might be a little confused, and there might be some communication problems. Your friends might not communicate clearly that which one, or that kind of thing. So just watch out, sleep on it, think about it. And or if you have like contracts, see, this is the Hierophant card. Even though this is a really it's this Guardian Angel Tarot card deck, so it's very sometimes the message is a little bit too gentle. It's talking about, this one is talking about you're having great spiritual growth. That's great. And important about the people around you, that kind of things. But over here, be willing to accept help from others. You could find comfort in traditional solutions. So don't be so out of the box and thinking like, oh my God, this is going to be such a great idea because it's so new or so whatever. That might, give you problems. And Hierophant is about organizations and contracts, partnership as well, maybe a little bit. That watch out about the contracts that you're signing. Or anything that has to do with any kind of things that it involves money. Make sure you look them over. Have your, consultant, your lawyers, your accountant, your whatever, look them over for you. Watch out. And if you have people telling you to, hey, you want to, invest in this with me, or salespeople trying to sell you things, and it just seems so good that you just really want to get it, don't do it. And sometimes I feel like maybe this group of people, you might be a little shy. You might feel bad saying no to people because you just feel bad and guilty because these people seem so, I don't know, need help with whatever. Don't do that. Be assertive. Tell them no. Tell them whatever you're thinking about that, either if it's not a good idea or whatever. Be assertive. And if so yeah, that's your reading, pile number 3. So just watch out with where you're spending your money. And this is just your current energy right now, so just watch out and be careful, and everything should be okay, right? Because those people around you will help you. Ask them for help, but just watch out and be careful. Watch out, and take a look at your statements that maybe you have. Sometimes people, the stores charge you twice and you didn't even notice, right? So that's that. And let me know how this resonates with you. And, leave a comment below. And if you like the reading, don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel. And I will see you next time. Pile number 4. Your pile is about health. And yeah, I'm sorry. It's not, I don't think any of the piles are bad. These are just advices. So the card, this one, the first card, it came out in reverse, which is the King of Wands. It's in reverse. And then we got 6 of Action, which in the Rider-Waite card, it is the 6 of Wands, which means victory. So, it really, things are not that bad. And these cards the first card I drew was actually in the near future, and I was like, what in the near future? So I actually drew a second card, and it says, this situation will improve. And if you put it together, the situation will improve in the near future. Isn't that great? And which actually corresponds to this. 6 of Action, 6 of Wands, which means victory. And see, it says total success, you know, bring awards and all that stuff. And so, however, this reading is about health. I mean, this pile is about health. So, a King of Wands. In pile 3, it was Knight of Wands, and this one is actually the King of Wands. And I feel like it's usually, you know, men over 25 years old or whatever. I mean, could be women too. Since it's a general reading, it could be a man or a woman. But I feel like maybe you are not like super young, like, you know, under 25. So if you're under 25 and you picked this pile, watch out your health as well. But if you're over 25, be extra careful. Maybe that's the message. The reason being that the King of Wands is actually a great card. So even though it's reversed, it doesn't have that bad of a meaning. However, it just means that you might not be as assertive about things. You might be too easygoing a little bit. So how does that relate to health? Because you might be too nice, you don't feel like saying no to people, you might be putting a lot of stress and burdens on yourself. You know, people ask you to do something, you're like, sure, why not? Can you do this for me? Okay. And you just don't realize that how much things that you put on yourself. And so it could become, until you start doing it, you're like, holy cow, I didn't realize this. I said yes to everything, and this is the amount of work that you took on. And so it might be kind of stressful. And it might be because it's also in reverse. So it might be because of the stress, you might feel a little depressed. You might be also a perfectionist, I feel. That if you didn't do it perfectly, so you're going to blame yourself for it. And when you take on too much, it's really hard to make everything perfect. And so if it doesn't come out the way that you wanted it to, you feel really bad, you feel really guilty, you feel stressed, you blame yourself, and that might lead to depression and self-doubt and like, gosh, am I good enough? Am I I'm such a failure because I didn't do this one thing perfect. You know, but it really is not that. It's just because you are too nice. And if that doesn't resonate, you know, it might just be that you just have a lot of stress. Maybe family is causing you stress. Your relationship is causing you stress. Could be money, finance related, could be work related. Something is causing you a lot of stress. And maybe you're a little depressed about it. I'm in LA right now. Last week it was raining all week, and maybe just the weather makes you depressed. But need not worry, because the situation will improve in the near future. And you got a victory card. So these two are just confirming each other that it will improve. But how do you improve about it? Don't be so hard on yourself. I'm a perfectionist myself too. but now sometimes I just have to learn and let it go and not think about it so much, and just think that it's being imperfect makes us human. And this is my actually, one of the things I really like about playing with words is I don't know if anybody noticed that if you look at imperfect, so if you spell it out, it's I am perfect, right? I am perfect. So being imperfect actually makes you perfect. Wow, that's deep, right? And so anything that starts with I am, it's the same kind of thing. It's impossible. But look, if you think about it, I am possible, right? So just think that. And if you took on a project or whatever and you're just like, holy cow, I will not get this thing done. It's impossible. It's, oh my gosh. This card just is telling you that you will get assistance, and this says, know that this person is heaven sent and the project will be a success. Just take it easy. Maybe you need to chill and take a rest or not think about it. Maybe you just work too long, because you're so passionate. You're so passionate and about it that you just, I know you love it so much that you want to make it work, but maybe you need to take a little break and not think about it. Take a day off, right? And everything will be fine, because stress is, I feel like, there's so much cancer going on and all that stuff. It could be food related, but I feel like sometimes it is mental and emotional related as well. And so, or you might be thinking too much. This one is also because it's reversed. So it whatever is stressing you out is a mental and emotional thing, and is taking a toll on your health. So just treat yourself to a really nice food. I was just reading this psychology thing that when you are eating, somehow the brain is triggered that it's like a stress release. So that's what, some people like stress eat, but that's not good either. But stress makes you not want to eat. And so, or when you're depressed, you don't eat, right? And so maybe eat something sweet, eat something that you love, and eating will take off a little bit of that pressure. And whatever situation that is worrying you right now, and it's affecting your health, that situation will improve in the near future. So just positive thinking. That's my favorite advice. Positive thinking, and everything will work out. All right, so let me know if this resonates with you, and if it doesn't, let me know too. And yeah, if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, or subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye, pile 4. Okay, so that's your pick a card pile or reading for this, and I am so glad I actually got this done. And right now it's actually 11:13. Oh my god. No, like seriously, 11:13. And I want to get this up before the end of today, because today is March 13th. And you remember yesterday I picked out the 13th card, and I just feel like it's a way of telling me that today is the day that I need to upload my first YouTube video for pick a card. So yeah, I hope you enjoy your readings, and let me know if it resonates or if it doesn't. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you at the next reading. Bye!